Hey guys, this is Carrie, and in this video, we're going to be learning about the 3 basic languages that you can use to build any website. So every website on the internet is built using 3 programming languages. And what I mean when I say built using 3 programming languages is that somebody or a computer has actually created code in 3 different languages that generates every website on the internet. So every website is built by somebody using these 3 tools. So if you wanted to see the code for Wikipedia, what you can do is you can go File. Oops, I have to be in Chrome. So I'm in Chrome now. You can go View, Developer, View Source. And this actually shows you what the computer code is in order to create Wikipedia. So somebody or a machine has coded all of this. And this is all in the language HTML. So with HTML, you'll notice that it's very hard to read at first, but eventually if you start to look through it, you can start to line things up with where they are in the code and where they are on the page. So I see here that the title of the page is Wikipedia. That makes sense. Later on down here, I see a couple of languages, it looks like. I see strong English and then strong another language here. And I'm guessing that these are the languages here and here. So all of the content on the web page comes from this code right here. So in the future, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be writing our own lines of code to create our own websites that can look however we like them to look. So one thing that's important here is that all of the content on the web page, all of the words that appear here, all of the pictures that appear here, all of the input bars that appear here are all written using HTML. So HTML is the first language that we're going to be learning. Now you'll notice that these elements are actually styled differently than each other. Some of them are blue, some of them are black, some of the pictures have been resized. The language that we're going to be using to do styling is called CSS, where we'll do all of the style of the website. So things like creating fonts, creating borders, creating different colors, resizing icons, centering things, that will all be in the style part. And then finally, a lot of websites will have interaction. So maybe you're playing a game online, or maybe when you click on this, it will start trying to auto-complete whatever you're typing. And all of the interaction with the user is done in a third language called JavaScript. And this is the language where we'll probably spend the most of our time, because the thing that changes website to website for a lot of the small apps that we're going to be building, if we wanted to build a game, or if we wanted to build an app that had functionality, will be JavaScript. So content, style, and interaction combined create pretty interesting websites. So in the future, we're going to learn how to use these things later today, but I think it's really fun to take this example where we can see the source code of a website to actually change the source code of a website. So I always think this is a fun example. You might think you could do this on your grade book, maybe before you show it to your parents, or you could do this to create a funny tweet. I'm going to do it to create a funny tweet. So Joe Biden, the current president of the US, I went to his Twitter, and I think it would be really funny if we changed the code here so that he was saying something else. So instead of looking at the entire code, view, developer, view source, I can do a right-hand click or a control click on a Mac here. And I'm going to change the first tweet, that's why I'm clicking here. And I'll click inspect. And this will open up a little sidebar, which shows the same information as the other window. And it might be a little bit harder to read this time. Let's see. A little bit harder to read this time because it's aligned strangely and stuff. But in order to select this part right here, I'm going to click this tool. And I'm going to click this code right here. And that should take me to where in this code is this piece coming from. So then if I click drop down here, I actually see that the text here matches up with the text there. So I'm going to change it so that Joe Biden says, instead of the things he actually says, I'm going to have him today learn computer science. And so now I've got a really funny tweets. I guess I could be nefarious and screenshot this and say that Joe Biden is in favor of computer science. If you changed maybe your grade book, maybe you can make it look like you had all hundreds. You can basically edit the code to any website. Let's see. Yeah, you can edit any part of the website as well. So if you click this button, follow. Ooh, but I don't have to actually do it with the right-hand click here. Because I already have the code open here, I can click this button and it should take me right to the code. Look here, follow, that looks great. So let me change it to like and subscribe. So now the button says like and subscribe. So you can have a lot of fun with this and be silly changing websites. I always feel like this could make it really fun for a project that you're maybe doing for another class, where you could pretend to screenshot tweets or screenshot made up tweets or something. Okay, so I'm having too much fun with this, guys. In the next video, we'll hop into coding our own websites. See you then.